In addition to reallocating to manage frozen FTEs in CS orgs, is there an opportunity to augment with external customer success teams to allow to scale as economic conditions respond?
We haven't experimented with it, so I can't give my experience. What I can tell though is, it's also an extremely good occasion to redefine what is an account team. Because what has happened is CS was catch-all and everybody else was territorial. This is probably the best time to sit down and say, hey, can we define the territories again? And you would realize a bunch of things that we used to do probably is support, probably is solution engineering, probably is sales. So I think use this as an occasion to redefine the roles, but specifically external. I mean, we have used partner ecosystem. I think that's been hugely useful to us. But beyond that, I personally don't have an experience. So I would be open to anybody who has.
Just out of show of hands, does anybody outsource customer success?
Not this. But I'm starting to see though.
Sounds like a revenue opportunity. Yeah, I haven't heard of that, but everything else is getting outsourced, so it's a matter of time.
Yep.
One other here, how do paid success plans work? Commercials plus scope. What about paid FTEs like consulting firms?
So I'll give you a point of view. It's not one or the other, right? So yes, there are similarities between consulting and your resources. The difference and the way you position is the access that they have to your internal systems, which nobody has. So for example, if you look at TAM, they can collaborate with your support teams, product support teams, and external consulting team probably cannot. And they also have access to your product telemetry, which somebody might not have, right? They also have access to your product management team to work directly one-on-one. So there are certain things which is specific to your product teams, which probably a consulting partner cannot. And then second, I think the best way it works, the paid resource, is you also augment with product features. So for example, hey, when you buy this, let's call it signature success, you get a TAM and you also get advanced monitoring features in the product. So then that cannot be provided by a consulting or a partner, because it's a combination of an individual but also additional capabilities. And that's net new for you, which didn't exist. And for a large company, 15 minutes of downtime is $5 million of business. Business case makes itself. So I think that works better than just an individual. An individual and something from the product generally sells better. I mean, personal experience.
TAM being technical account
manager, yes. I mean,
just checking. Not total addressable market.
No.
Okay.
No, not in this case.
I think we have time for maybe one more, and then we'll break.
Yes.
How do you manage the customer expectations if you move them from strategic to premier CSM engagement? If they're used to higher touch?
Yeah, I think generally something really bad happens before that, right? So either a massive churn, right? Like there were 3 million customers and they churned by 1.5 million, right? And again, my personal theory is every time you touch what you have bought and change it, your contract changes. So contract means your and my contract changes, right? There is always a volume level experience, both commercial and non-commercial you get. If you're a 10 million customer, you get something which is written and something not written. If you make it 5 million, your expectation shouldn't be to get the same thing that you're getting at $10 million, right? So generally, whenever that happens, most probably there is a massive attrition which has happened. Most probably that happens. Other than that, generally doesn't happen, right? In that case, it's still a difficult conversation, but you understand the direction they're going. Unless they are treated because of a purely business situation, then you can have a conversation. It's one time, business is not doing well, we are attriting now, but we'll add on, and you understand that. Different situation, but they say, yeah, we're slowly moving out from your platform, but we'll stay on 2 years, we are attrited $1 million. Yeah, I mean, so you don't get the same service that you used to get. I mean, I know it's not that black and white, but yeah, if you change the quantity, the services change. Simple. Even pricing changes, unit pricing changes.
expectations.
Yes.
Okay, cool. A big round of applause for Santosh. Thank you very much.